So intro. So we got some feedback. Intro's what, too long?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, we have some people who they're like, oh, I love your intro. You're so funny. You're so, because we spend a lot of time on these intros. I don't know if I mentioned this. They're saying that it might be too long. Especially for the audio folks. They're just like, jump into it. We want our news. We want our best damn
Tech news straight away.
Straight away.
I would have thought that, during the intro, they're making their cuppa, they're sipping, they're getting their bickies already, and then
a
bicky?
Like,
oh, the news. Wait,
a bicky?
No, isn't
I
how
would
you
give
do
it this user prep.
A bicky?
I don't know what. Yeah, bicky.
What's a bicky?
It's a biscuit. But saying biscuit is too complex.
That's what it is. The Australians need a shortcut for everything. Your Australian word of the day, boys and girls, is bicky.
Let's see if you can use it during the show.
I will see if I can use it in a sentence.
Alright, that's the challenge
Bicky.
I'm setting out
Is that,
to Drew and plan.
Is that I-E?
Yes.
Bicky. It's a biscuit.
Is to use it in an appropriate context during the show. Okay, jot that down.
We got it. Bicky.
But on here, I've got a good idea for our audio, our listeners, not our viewers.
Which we love. We love our listeners.
So for our audio ones, here is an intro for them.
Okay. We worked on this for a long time, by the way.
Shortest
intro
ever. Welcome, one and all, to the Best Damn Tech February version 2.11.
48, we're getting there.
Am I right? 48? 48, that's a lot. We're getting to our half century very, very soon. And people are excited.
They are.
Yeah.
No, the feedback keeps coming into MySpace and Mindsay and the email, and it's like, yo, we're coming up on 50. Apparently 50 is a bigger deal than I thought it was. I thought it was a big deal when we went to 2.0. Apparently 50 is bigger.
It's always big. You got 50th wedding anniversary, you get 50th birthday is good. In cricket, a half a century is
turning 50.
You'll raise you that.
And then if you win the game, you'll have a cuppo and a bicky.
So soon, Drew.
Yeah, I got that one out of the way.
That word of the day again, bicky.
Bicky.
Short for biscuit. Good to know.
Australian for biscuit.
Well done,
Thank
Drew.
you.
That's excellent. So from that, let's get straight into it. There's plenty of news to get through. The best damn news. Nice little slow down there. Nonetheless.
I just have to decide my monitor.
Oh, okay. YouTube we use. A lot of people use it. A lot of people go to it, they look at it, they
Love it.
spend all day on it. Instead of working, they'll YouTube.
100 million streams a day.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Plans are that they're going to allow users to download every single music video ever.
Ever?
For free.
That's very ambitious.
Period?
For free. It is a pretty ambitious little project they've got going.
Now, are we saying download or reviewing? I mean view, right? By
Yeah,
download?
yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. So making it available.
For charge?
No, for free.
For
It's going to be
free.
costs are going to be underwritten by advertising.
Okay.
That's the kind of business model they're evolving into, it seems.
So they're redoing TV. I mean, they are, they're saying you don't go to music, well, you go to MTV, there aren't music videos on it anymore. It's some Carson Daly clone of a tool,
Right.
and they show you 10 seconds of the clip.
Yeah, people are pretty down on MTV. They're not digging it too much.
No.
But YouTube's still hot.
Do you watch MTV?
No. Jeez.
Do you watch MTV too?
I actually can't stand to watch it. I feel like every time, for every minute of MTV I watch, I feel like 10% stupider.
I'm pissed because I was raised watching MTV. That's where I got all my music news. It's where I got everything. And they just turned it into such... I mean, it's for, like, retarded people now.
Yeah. Well, all they did was take really cool bands and make them look like garbage now, too.
Seriously, if you're wanting to promote your song, your band, your whatever, people go to MySpace first. They'll go to YouTube. You see, just look at
Pure Volume or something.
what is that?
like
Yahoo Go. What are those guys? You go.
Okay, go.
Okay, go. They got
it down.
Fabulous videos.
They got it down. But here's the thing. MySpace and YouTube seems to be the town. I put my video on MySpace, or I put my audio on MySpace, my videos on YouTube. What about MySpace video? I mean, I read some stats saying MySpace video usage has gone up.
Right.
I find the interface annoying as hell.
I think that's the problem.
And they really need to tweak it up.
How do they really know that, though? Because, I mean, I go onto somebody's MySpace profile and instantly there's a video playing. And I didn't ask for it. It's not like my usage of it, you know?
Right.
So
So
then
autoplay spikes those numbers.
Yeah, I'm thinking those numbers are a little crafted.
I think you might be right.
But I think YouTube is just ingrained in everybody's brain. And this just goes to, I mean, sure, some other good services can come out, but YouTube has it on lockdown. MySpace has social networking on lockdown.
Yeah.
There's going to be a couple small guys out there, but
they're huge. There are some folks from the UK government who have recognised
Governor?
how huge
okay, Governor.
how huge YouTube are, and as part of their PR for their their plans to overhaul public services through technology,
Right.
they've actually launched a few campaigns through YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, very interesting.
Impressive.
So they're right on the cutting edge.
Did
They're
you
showing
watching a video make you want to go to the UK?
I don't think there's a whole lot that would make me want to go to the UK. I mean, I visited, I guess, briefly. But
There's plenty to do and see there. Cricket.
a lot of people I know tell me that the UK is a lot like
I got plenty of them in my backyard.
I'm gonna get in trouble with UK. So
No, go ahead.
People I
Fuck
know,
pop
and this is not
culture.
my personal opinion, tell me that their experience in the UK was an overpriced America with a bad accent. So
You're not hanging out with the right people, Plant. Not hanging out with the right people. I'll take you there. I'll show you Flemmo's London, and you'll have a blast.
Flemmo's London?
Yeah, it will involve many pubs, of course, but you will enjoy.
Any
nonetheless. There will be some bickies. Plant, that was perfect spot for you. That's number 2 for Drew. 2 for
I'm
Drew,
winning.
none for Plant. You're languishing, mate. You're languishing. Speaking of languishing,
Yep.
Dell.
Dell.
Oh, ouch.
Literally.
Big time. Well, you know, I guess most people should have heard about the exploding Dell laptops. Here's a couple of bickies for you. So, yeah, not pretty, and you don't want to have one of those on your lap while while it's going off. You know, and so they're replacing the 4.1 million exploding batteries that they're suspecting. They posted a 51% decline in net earnings.
Dell did.
Dell did. So word is that Dell are conducting an internal investigation on their accounting and financial reporting.
Whoops. Maybe that's why they're all exploding.
in Dell's defense, those batteries were manufactured by Sony.
Ooh.
However,
burn. Ooh, I didn't mean
Sony
that.
also
It's not
manufactures for HP, and HP haven't had any problems.
Because nobody uses them.
Maybe HP's, you know, hooking them up a little bit.
Maybe-
Maybe a little dollars.
Maybe.
HP doesn't need. Nobody buys
HP comes by Sony, they get a little
Hey,
tea
HP
and
Dell.
HP's big.
MacBook crap.
Pass that one right over.
Dell.
I just said the word Bicky and you
Dell.
didn't even hear it.
Oh, he said the Vicky. I gotta get your pen, dude.
Can we rewind that? Hey, HP.
Dell.
Hey, HP.
Dell.
Oh, mate, we're talking over you. But
Hey.
that was a fabulous.
Hey,
reference.
guys.
Fabulous reference to Vicky.
Hey guys, did you know that if
You don't have to deal with Schmidt and his crappy
if you don't have Schmidt and you add beer, you equal lots of silence?
Nah, he's in rehab.
He's in
He's in
fucking rehab.
He's in rehab, people. Not only does he have an exploding ass, but there's
Woo! He's on the Terps.
He's on the Terps
See
with.
how-
That's apparently what happened before. He got drunk and shit himself.
So he's in rehab with
Yeah,
Geek
show
Psychic.
that,
I think he's
show
there
that.
as well. I think we have actually a live connection with Geek Psychic. Geek Psychic, you there in rehab? Oh yes, Flemmo, I am here in the rehab. Hello to Ruby and to the plant. Hello, plant. Yes, yeah, I like the drinky, so here I am in the rehabbing. But, as it turns out, it is a very good place to meet the gentlemen. They are very vulnerable at this stage, so it is working out well for me. Yes, how's Schmitty doing there? Oh yes, the Schmitty, he come in last week, and because of the drink, but he's finished with the drink problem, but he has another problem with the ass explosion. So his ass whenever he walk it explode, and it is a big problem for him. But so I look after him, but not too close. Bit smelly. Okay. Oh really? That doesn't
works.
sound good. So
Mine never worked.
apparently his exploding ass problem continues. So hope you get better, Schmitty. So Dell
Dell,
with their exploding batteries, Schmitty with his exploding ass.
We highly suggest you check the web to make sure that one of your batteries isn't one of the exploding batteries, and if it is, send it back. There's instructions. We'll put a link up.
Was it www.dellbatteryprograms.com?
Is it really?
I think so. We'll put that up there. Dell, blow up your cock.
.com.
I mean, they've said that using laptops.
Sausage.com.
They said that using laptops lower your sperm count, but I didn't know how. But now I know.
Now you know.
It lowers it, all right.
Yep, my bickies are burning.
Oh! We're 2-2 on the Bicky.
2-2. Bickies are burning. So Dell, I hate Dell. I really do.
They're
That's
cheaper.
because you have a MacBook Pro.
No, well, there's that, of course, because I have top of the line equipment, of course, and Dell stink. But a lot of people that I know, a lot of
They
clients,
smell like burning flesh.
having a lot of problems with Dell. A lot of problems with their equipment.
They use cheap
tech
motherboards.
support, and
Onboard sound card.
for those kiddies going back to school, don't get a Dell. Simple as that.
You want to make Dells like really good machines.
That's just my opinion.
That's
That's
just
one
his
person's
opinion.
Get yourself a MacBook.
If
Pro.
you had $8,000 to blow,
grand.
You know what makes amazing motherboards? Asus. Dell should have Asus make their motherboards.
thank you.
Well, then
Probably be like
that would cost
twice as stable.
The man knows what he's talking about. And Dell's, if you have $500, $600 laying around, and if you don't mind your balls on fire, go buy one. Pick up the dog and bone. And biscuits. Oh,
I buy a Milo.
I
I'm
lose
not
one.
giving you that. You
I
get-
lose one. I said biscuit.
It's out of it.
I like biscuit better.
I hope Sony didn't, be so careless with their batteries on Milo. Because when I get one of those, I don't.
Yeah, you don't want that
still
blown.
you're on it.
That's interesting though, because the story is the Dell exploding batteries, but really they are the Sony.
It's only the ones that, because there's two companies that made batteries.
Okay.
Sony and another one of the others. I want to say Toshiba, but I'm not sure.
So Dell's like taking it in the rear for Sony.
Quality control issues, possibly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Right between
Oop,
the
oop.
bickies.
Yeah. Oh damn, he's up on me.
Drew lost one because he said biscuits.
Wow.
Just to keep
He's
it
on
updated.
Fuego,
Watch.
like a
Um,
Dell.
Speaking of Fuego, Google.
Googs.
Google, apparently this week, Mountain View, California, unrolled Google's Wi-Fi, citywide Wi-Fi. So, reviews are in.
I can't connect. I think it's a little out of my range. I'm a little
Yeah.
out of range. How about you, Plank? Can you connect to
Couldn't
Mountain
do
View?
it.
From Philly?
No.
That
They need to
stinks.
work on that. Google,
Gotta work
I
on
would have
it.
expected better from you. You know, when I heard about the free Wi-Fi, I couldn't connect. I don't like that.
Reviews are mostly good. Mostly good. I mean, the fact that you can actually connect to the internet anywhere, people were downtown in the park, they went to coffee
Apparently
shops,
in California it's wide range.
stores, they were hiking and they could connect.
Now Google did say, by the way, we're not doing this nationwide. This isn't going to be an everywhere kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, hopefully other cities like Philly can get in.
Why don't we, just say Google? Come on, give them a little push. Tell them, listen,
Yeah,
we'd like
come on.
a little. We'd like that. Why Mountain View? They're in
Yeah.
California. They have good weather anyway.
Yeah.
Still, it beats those friggin' T-Mobile hotspots that you
Oh.
have to actually purchase an account and go to Starbucks and pay to the net. It stinks.
You ever try to connect to one of them?
No. As soon as I open my browser and it looks like it's hijacked and it goes automatically to some other spot, I'm like,
I hate that.
throw it.
When you're in a hotel and all of a sudden you get their little, we need your $30.
Yeah. Hotels. And I'd avoid Starbucks just for that reason alone, apart from their bad coffee. And
Oh. Who's got better coffee?
wow, Ants Pants Cafe in Philly. If you're in Philly, check out Ants Pants Cafe.
Like you really need another
AntsPantsCafe.com.
Get yourself a decent latte or a flat white.
And a Bicky.
Yeah! He's coming back.
Don't call it a comeback.
3-2.
You're going down, Plant.
One of Google's products, Rightly, now accepting sign-ups.
Now accepting sign-ups.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Went and checked it out.
I signed up.
Yeah, fabulous.
However, it would not accept my Word document uploads. It gave me an error every time and suggested I copy and paste.
Maybe your Word docs are dodgy.
Dodgy docs.
Yeah.
I mean, would you manage, write, and send Word documents through web-based?
Hell yeah, especially if Google put some Philadelphia free wireless. Then why wouldn't I?
Well, use Rightly, bring it.
I did notice that when you are using one of Google's services, it's not functional for Rightly yet, but if you're in Gmail, you have the option of switching through calendar, spreadsheets, and whatever.
Which is
else.
nice.
It's very nice.
Which is
something that was missing.
The suite that you talked about a year ago. They're bringing it together.
Yeah.
Kind of in a weird way. I mean,
little weird. But I can see that it's going to be...
I hate Word. I hate opening Word. Every time I see that screen where Word's opening, it pisses me off. I would love to do it all online.
The only thing I can't stand more than having to wait 5 years for Word to open up is browsing the web and hitting a goddamn PDF.
Oh, we can't stress this enough, people. If you're going to link to a PDF, put a fucking icon or the word PDF next to it. Whenever you fall in, it's like playing Pitfall. An Atari, and you fall in that fucking hole. That's what it is. As soon as you hit it, you know it. Your computer goes.
Another tech tip that I kind of discovered, and I forgot about it from years ago. You know, you get a lot of spam if your email address is on your website. So for these webmasters out there, a little quick workaround. When you do have an email address on your website and you don't want to have to go and create an online form, the @ symbol has an alternative code, which is ##64 semicolon.
I'm off the hash. I'm off the hash. I put the hash down years ago. Okay, I've already gone through rehab.
And you know, I forgot about it, and someone reminded me about it.
So then the spammers suck it up, and they don't get that @ sign.
Right.
F's them up.
I've seen a huge decrease in spam.
Because spammers suck that code up.
Oh, they look right
and
at
the
the code.
spammers get
the source.
Yeah.
Clever.
Well, try it out.
Nice little workaround.
If it doesn't work, just email him and yell at him. Call it best.
No, I have seen instant results from it, so I know it does work.
That's a great tip.
I mean, better off getting an online form, obviously, but
I know when Gmail for Troops, I get like 500 spams a day through Gmail for Troops.
Yeah, just go ahead and do it. Try it out. See how you go.
Shot.
Absolutely.
Moving real long.
So Google as well.
It's getting hot in here.
Google Analytics, you can also sign up straight away. You know, before you'd sign up and it would take 4 or 5 weeks before you got an invite to add
Google's
your code
fucking me up because everybody, you're like, oh, I got an analytics account. I'm cool, right? Now it's for everybody. You're like, suck.
But Google Analytics is still great. I mean,
it is. I've been playing a lot with the setting up goals and then looking at my pay-per-click stuff.
Funnels.
It's
absolutely perfect.
Genius.
Yeah, I mean, while there are some
overlay now, which is nice.
Oh yeah,
the heat-seeking shit. Where you see where they click.
Great little features. There are some more obviously more robust ones. You got to pay for that shit. So
the core metrics is nice, but it's pricey.
Ah!
Snakes on a motherfucking Drew.
Oh my god. Ooh. Snakes on a Plane. People released this week's to mixed reviews. However, set the standard for marketing.
Online marketing.
Brilliant. Online. So using the blogosphere shows you how powerful the blogosphere is. It really is. So a lot more marketers jumping onto that as a new media marketing tool.
Or SOAP as they're calling it.
SOAP, that's right.
So yeah,
Plant's mates over there at Yahoo. Been reasonably quiet, Plant, but I know you were on the phone with them earlier on, and Photos, Yahoo Photos, coming out of beta.
Yahoo Photos, which is what?
What?
Flickr?
Well, yeah.
Sort out of beta. Well, at least they brought an API. Anytime someone puts an API out, it's an awfully nice thing.
We're going to see a lot of developers jumping into that, and I think that'll really boost the Yahoo Photos.
Yeah. Well, every time Yahoo puts out an API, watch out. They put an API out for their search. Rolio used it. Then Yahoo said, "Hey, we like what you're doing there. We're gonna fucking steal your idea and do our own Rolio."
So you're dirty.
So when you're doing an API, watch that shit.
Better than not having an API at all, though.
Good point.
Right. That's exactly right.
Sharing.
Speaking of no APIs, Microsoft, Zune, they're still talking about it. There's still some buzz about it.
I saw it. I don't like it.
The latest, really?
The picture. It's
The latest buzz is that a lot of videos and songs are going to come preloaded. They have signed a deal with EMI.
There's that group, EMI. I heard them.
EMI,
somewhere.
the third largest, I think, recording company in the world.
World.
And they're going to come preloaded with them, with their stuff.
Really?
Yeah, music videos and whatnot. So.
What do you think about that? I mean, because Plant's definitely interested in buying one. So preload it? No?
Nah, not preloaded. I hate buying stuff with things preloaded because I know that indirectly I paid for it and I'm just gonna get rid of it anyway. So
yeah, if you're working that into the price, if it's $300 for a Zune and you're preloading shit, well, give us one empty for $2.
Is the Milo competing with the Zune?
maybe
Will it?
indirectly. I would rather have a Milo because I think
Additional
honestly
functionality.
I'd rather browse the web, and listen to music than
And use the phone.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
this
I
is
would as well.
I don't have a lot of pocket space,
Right.
Right.
So I don't want 3 gadgets each with their own battery. I got to try and remember to charge the end, and I want one thing that does it all and that does it right.
Does it right.
Milo
is the key.
seems to have that. The Nokia. Plus, I mean, what's the point of having a MP3 player? You can't browse the web.
I mean, I need iTunes on a mobile device.
Appleberry.
I love to forget that iTunes has anything to do with Apple. I try so hard. I'm like, it has nothing to do with Apple. It has nothing to do with Apple.
I don't know. Apple confuses me because they're like the company that couldn't make a computer, so they made a really well done MP3 player.
Mm-hmm.
And now because their MP3 player works so well, everyone's like, oh well, their computer works well. Which in case Apple's do work really well now. They finally do.
Whoa!
But
Yes, they do. He's right. He's right.
But I think it's odd. You think if I were Jobsy, I would have looked at that situation and said, screw this iPod, we need to make our computers work first. Let's do one thing right at a time.
Do you think that
I would have totally caused Apple to sink. So.
Yeah, but don't you think that kind of happened by accident? So a couple guys were at Apple going, we got this really good prototype for an MP3 player. Okay, we'll put it out. And then it got hot. I mean, don't you think it was kind of accidental? Timing, everything just fell in a row.
I think it was dumb luck.
Right.
Along with some amazing team of people who put together the iPod.
Give credit where credit's due. It's
Yeah,
an amazing
I mean the
piece of
iPod.
machine.
To say that the iPod's success was dumb luck, I wouldn't go that far. I mean it was just superior to anything else that was out there.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that Apple got damn lucky with their computers after their iPod saved their asses from sinking.
That
It
makes
gave them the
sense.
extra time to make OS X right. OS X is a superior operating system to Windows. There's no one that can.
Plant's laying it down. It's superior.
My only issue with Apple, once again, is that you overpay for the hardware that's inside.
Yeah.
It's just the hardware is the same stuff. And I guess I just don't like being lied to. I knew better back in the day, the megahertz myth. I knew better that was a big bullshit lie.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that them saying, like, well, we use the best of the best, parts inside. Well, if that's so, then why did they wind up just putting everything that's inside of a PC inside their computers?
Mm-hmm.
So I just felt lied to. It's the only reason why I really have a bone to pick with Apple.
Plants rant. What's going
Plants
on?
rant.
He's fired up. He is
Whoa,
fired
I
up.
fell.
Speaking of being fired up, we hope, upon hope, that you have been keeping your
Iris on the virus. Ah, yeah.
Tell me, Plants, what do you have?
I have. I'm looking at the
Excellent.
virus.
What do you got for us? Any sexy numbers? People love their sexy numbers.
Well, not so sexy as MS06-040.
Ooh,
That's
sexy.
they
Or
are.
not sexy.
If you haven't patched your Windows, patch it. The exploits for MS06-040 are in the wild. They've been in the wild since the 12th. That means, for those who aren't familiar, it basically means that there are live exploits available for the script kiddies to download. And on the 12th, beginning of the 12th, there was a lot of scanning on the ports that this uses, and it opens your system up to a worm. That's to a number of worms and botnets that are installing.
What are we talking? IE 5, 6,
6.
6.
Right. It's a biggie, and make sure you
Download Opera.
And so
You know what? Yeah, screw it. Get your update anyway, but use Opera.
Microsoft are now prioritizing uploads or patches, I believe. was the one thing that I heard, which is a first for them.
They're going to have to stay alive. I mean,
Right.
it's just every week we hear about it. So,
Cool.
you know, and I'd like to see Apple step up on that too. They don't prioritize because they still believe that they're, at least their external position is that, oh, we don't suffer from that, you know.
Did Apple ever get the security czar?
No.
I swear they were just making they're just making an announcement to.
Right, okay.
That was a pretty big announcement. I remember when we were talking about it. It was like, we're
They just wanted to be like, you know, all right, cool, we can do this. And then I think they almost they almost didn't mention anything about it because the next thing you see those commercials. Well, I don't get sick, you know.
Right.
I hate those commercials. God, you know, if they just advertise themselves more honestly, I might even consider purchasing one.
Oh!
All right, Plant, moving right along.
No, that's not true. I like to
Time.
build my own machine, so I don't think I'd ever actually purchase an Apple. But if I could find a way to hack OS X on it.
Down an Apple day. Plant, your rambling's costing us a lot of time.
All right. Oh, someone's a little sensitive. I'm talking about a little Abby. Don't talk about my app.
Let's move along. Move right along. Nothing to see here.
Hurry up, Plane. He's got you by the bickies.
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, that was the news, Iris and the virus.
Excellent. Yeah, it's a biggie. It's a biggie.
So it is. Yeah, it's a monster.
Always good
actually.
to go. Just quickly, Drew, we've got a bit of geek eye for the lame
Geek eye
guy.
for the lame guy.
That's just like perfect. Get it started. I'll lay down a bit of a soundtrack here. Nice. And away you go.
Alright, Opera 9. Opera 9 is very well received. Web User Magazine concluded that Opera 9 leaves other browsers in the shade.
In the shade.
In the shade.
Is that a good place to be?
I guess. ISP Directory claimed that of the 3 major browsers reviewed, Opera received the highest marks, followed by Firefox, then 8.
Yeah.
It's by far the best on standards, by far the best on system resources. It's so fast.
It sings.
That's right. You know, that reminds me of PC Magazine.
Oh!
Hello. What do you got?
Reading PC Magazine, I couldn't help but to notice that their review for Opera 9, which is months overdue in my book, they used a certain tagline.
Really?
What do you got?
A very similar tagline.
Very similar?
to something that we use,
So we were
which is
featured in
approved
PC
by Jan Bon over at Opera.
Jan Von, of course, agreed. So what's the headline?
Oh, a browser that sings.
Oh! So Best Damn Tech Show period's
There you
been
go.
featured.
What,
Should we
PC
sue them?
Mag?
Should we get our lawyers on it? Or can we let that go?
Nah, we're good like that. We're open source.
We're open source.
Open source.
Geek for the community.
So fast,
everyone.
it sings.com.
Our clever is for everybody, including PC Magazine.
So people loving the Opera browser.
They're loving it.
There's nothing not to love about it.
Ooh,
Oh,
hello.
there's Optimus Time.
So yeah.
I got one more piece. MuteJason.com. This kid, he's saying if he sells all the little pixel ad spaces on his site, he's going to be silent for 1 year, except for the podcast that he makes about how weird it is to be silent. I've talked to this guy, and he's totally serious.
There's one other exception.
What's that?
If it gets pulled over by a cop, he said he will talk to the cop.
He'll talk to the cop. So buy a pixel. We bought one little pixel on the site. We've got like 200 clicks. MySpace Layouts bought 50 pixels, and they only have 110. So our pixel's kicking ass.
Yeah, creative.
That's a good pixel we got. We got the best pixel.
So blog about that. Pass that around. It's a great idea. He's
Alright.
he's a cool kid.
I shall blog about it. Quick review. A lot of people talking about this website, myyearbook.com. Myyearbook.com. So we went and checked it out and decided that it was crapola and what the hell is people all the fuss about. Looks like MySpace, looks like Facebook, nothing really.
It's MySpace
Never
and
really-
Facebook.
never
It's
really
my yearbook.
sort of
Yeah.
focused on
Wah,
there. So
Yeah,
it
nice
actually
try.
looks exactly the
Nice
same.
try.
Which, you know, it's crapola.
Yeah. They got Web 2.0 itis. It's called Copycat.
I think so. Not impressed. I guess it's the domain name that's a big pull there, and maybe some sort of marketing. I'm not sure. Anyway, crapola. Not crapola though. Is the web.
I know because it's wonderful.
In fact, it is wonderful, and
I love the web.
I like.
Some people have their coffee and their donuts,
They're Hoffy.
their cup of coffee.
Mm.
The web, that's my tea and Bicky.
Oh
I knew
no!
it. I could see it coming.
No!
Oh, I could see it coming. I think that's a win. That's a win by Plant.
Good game.
Well done.
Good
well
game.
done, mate. Excellent.
Next week, join us on Australian Word Usage Competition.net.
That's excellent. If you have any good use of the word bicky as well, Send it on.
info@bestdamntech.com or visit us at myspace.com/BDTSP or bestdamntech.com or some other places. My.opera.com/bestdamntech.
Plenty of other places. For It's a Wonderful Web today, though, we have very talented Flash animation that, always give credit to a good little Flash presentation.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
It's a beauty where the animator versus the animation, and gotta love it.
For those of you who don't know,
It'll
this is
take
what
us
the Flash console actually looks like.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people don't know that. Good. Dr. Drew, always a pleasure. Plant, for the most part.
Kind of a pleasure.
Yeah, reasonably pleasurable.
AP.
Good to have you guys.
Flogo.org.
Also, keep that feedback coming.
And Shauna will be back next week. She took a week off. Go check her out at scriggity.com. The new episode's up. It's blowing up like a Dell laptop. Yeah. So she'll be back. Schmidt will be back next week after he's done rehab. Maybe.
And he gets his laundry.
It's all sorted out. I mean, that's pretty messy stuff. So that's episode 48.
48. We're
We're
getting there.
coming up to episode 50. But until that time, we are here next time. Have a geek week.
What was that?
Oh yeah, I'm done. I marched into a different problem. Trouble from the podcast. What's that? That's Carl from Marketing Under Force. Look at you with your
Dear Schmitty, we hope you're not so shitty. Love the Best Damn Tech Show, period. Teach you to miss another show, fucker.